Do you want to elaborate any further, Minister?
Thank you very much, Chair, and thank you very much, Evidence Leader and honorable members. As you heard, in the Portfolio Committee of the 5th of March, after all other reports, I was asked by the Chair whether I wished to make comments, and I made 4 comments. The first comment that I made says, I was approached by somebody who says there's somebody who goes around as per the clip, saying they work with me and they travel with me. And I asked to see the photo. In fact, we had a small conversation, after which I said, I wish I could see the fellow. And if he called, and then he showed me the photo. Now, I don't mention where this happened, and I don't mention who the person on the photo was, partly because were time constraints and I wasn't necessary. That was not the focus of the Portfolio Committee. So I was just relating a story, my story. So now that I'm here, I need to make it clear. The person that was on the photo was not Bryan Mogotsi, even though I didn't say it that way in the Portfolio Committee, but it wasn't. That's why on looking at the photo, I say, I don't know this person, which is not Mogotsi, It's another person that I didn't know. So I say to the fellow showing me on his cell phone, I don't know this person. Because I thought they might have cloned a face of one of my staff members for one reason or the other. So I passed. That's my first comment. There is no way that that reference was a lie, because it was my story. I was sharing it with the Portfolio Committee, leading to somewhere. What is the second comment that I make? Second comment is that I tell another story, which is the second story, of somebody phoning me while I was at work somewhere, brother. Then I say to that person, I don't have a younger brother in that context, because he perished in 2005. So deal with the fellow who is using my name, to that person that was talking to me. There's the second comment that I made. And there's no way it can be a lie, because I was talking about what had happened to me. And the third comment is then I make a caution to the Portfolio Committee to say we should be circumspect. That's the word, that's the term I used. We should be circumspect when your name is dropped here and there. It doesn't mean that it is like that. Having related those 2 personal stories or personal experiences. Then I make the 4th comment. Now, directly relating to what General Mkhwanazi had said about Mogotsi being my associate. So I say the person that General Mkhwanazi is referring to is not my associate, it's just a comrade. This is now Mogotsi directly. Now, so that is what I did. Now, what do I mean by, what was my personal understanding about an associate, even today? I know a number of honorable members here, others for many, many, many years. But they may not necessarily be my associates, at least the way I understand associate. They are people that I know. Like Honorable Albert Mcunu, I knew him long ago, when were vehemently opposed to each other in KZN. But I have never regarded him as my associate. It's just somebody I know.
Thank you.
Now, that is what I was explaining there. And there's no way I could have lied there, because the 2 comments are my personal story. The third comment is a precaution, to be circumspect. And the last comment is then to deny. Now, what complicated things in my view is that when General Mkhwanazi made his statement on the 6th of July, he then tells the public something twisted. He says, Minister Mcunu said he doesn't know Brown Mogotsi in Parliament, which I never said. I never said. But he tells the public something twisted, saying, I said in Parliament, I don't know Mogotsi. When I actually said I don't know the person who was on the phone, not Mogotsi, and that was not Mogotsi. He told that to fit his narrative, if he was not making a genuine error on his part, one of the two, he can explain what he was doing, whether it was an error or he said something to the public that suited, that was calculated to suit his narrative. I never said in the portfolio committee, I don't know Mogotsi. I said he is not my associate. Somewhere, I think it was in here in the portfolio committee, or no, in the ad hoc committee, or in the Madanga Commission, he said it doesn't differentiate between knowing. He even spoke about a friend, the difference between a friend, knowing, comrade. He said something like it's similar to him. That is to him, not to me. I differentiate. That's why I use the dictionary to say, in fact, from where I sit, once you say associate, I would think of some partnership, some work relations.
I think, Minister, I think I, as evidence leader, I accept that you know him and that he is not an associate of yours, as you explained, and that he's a comrade. I think I understand the
Yes.
difference between the two.
Okay.
An associate is a bit closer in a business sense or some other sense where there's some kind of relationship. So
Yes,
that is...
I do want to conclude, though, and say, when I heard that there are members of this Honorable House who have taken me to the Ethics Committee and Code of Conduct, after which I was given a deadline to submit an affidavit, I did so, freely so. But, well, up to now, I haven't been called and so on. But I did make an effort to clarify this matter. And it is the first time I clarify this matter as I do in an organized fashion since Mkhwanazi made that statement.
So you're satisfied that your
I'm
response
satisfied,
has now
except
been...
the issue of the lady. That lady pretended to be worried about what was happening between me and General Mkhwanazi after the IP'd kind of conduct to him, speaking like she wanted to sort of bring about an understanding so that we could, from where she sits, reconcile, which I was fine with. I said, okay, I will brief you. So I briefed her, relaxed, and so on for quite some time, 30, 40 minutes. And I didn't know that she was recording me. Now, I only learned the following day that she was actually recording me. And then when I followed up, I realized that she was on a platform that is associated or is said to be administered by somebody who is a member of MKP, that is Mkhwanazi's party. So I thought this lady must have been a sniper of sorts, thinking that I would sort of say something that she would have needed. And I just, unknowing to me that she was recording, just stuck to what we were discussing until the end. But underline the fact that in the conversation between her and myself about Brown Mogotsi, I do say angpeminai, not requested by her, out of volition, explaining myself. I said, angpeminai. And this is Zulu, when you say you mean you are not close. It's known by everybody that in this is when you say, I am for.
So, Mr. Minister,
You are not an associate. That's what I need to explain.
Honourable Minister, can we just move a bit forward? We have a limited time, but I just want to be satisfied that you said about Mogotsi. So for how long have you known Mogotsi?
Since 2017.
2017. And you know him as a comrade who's in the same political party?
Only, in the period, I've never asked him whether he's married or not. I've never gone to his home. I've never gone to look at soccer or restaurant. I've never inquired about his personal life, whether he's employed or not employed, because we just occasionally talk about this and that. Thank you.
So, can I just put something to you, which comes from one of the other witnesses who will testify? It is, I suppose, legally speaking, double hearsay, but this is your platform. This is an opportunity for you to respond to it, and the witness who will be called will also be questioned about it. But this witness says that he was told that you had met, that you, Mogotsi, and Vusi Matlala had met, and that Matlala was also sponsoring your son. Apparently you have, what's it called? A trust or something. Okay. So, excuse me, Mr. No. But apparently the evidence will be that you had met with Mogotsi and Matlala. Have you ever met with them together in one room on one occasion?
Never. I've never met Matlala alone. I've never met him in the company of Mogotsi, and possibly in any other capacity. He's not somebody that I know. He's not somebody that I've spoken to, directly or indirectly. He's not somebody that I've had anything to do with Matlala. So I don't know him.
Oh, yeah. So, Minister, if I may just turn to, can I take you to Exhibit Bundle 3, EB 7. That is an extract of the WhatsApps that we sourced from the Matlanga Commission. These are extracts from their WhatsApp bundle. And on page 78, at the bottom, there appears to be, these are WhatsApp from Mogotsi. The bottom there, it seems to be a WhatsApp addressed to you. And then on page 78, this appears to be addressed to you. Minister, I'm going to get the case number and this judgment for you. Now we got something proven by the court. This is the matter now which either Sabia or the minister can charge Kumalo and apply Rule 9 of the disciplinary hearing. It took the Constitutional Court to release a man who was sentenced to life imprisonment through a forced Section 204 confession. Imagine Comrade Senzo after 30 years of signal messages. Then on the following page, 80, there's a WhatsApp, Sunday the 26th. Morning, Minister. I'm in Durban and can confirm that they got nothing on Phoenix Saga, and our contact says they couldn't even go to any bank. By the way, The girl is here also. Tomorrow we are signing the practice notes on the Northwest PEC matter for the SCA in PTA with Senior Counsel. The matter will be a month from tomorrow. Then it's something about a briefing. Any other? Yeah. So Minister, those appear to be addressed to you and your comment, please.
Yes. Number one, I think these two messages they were sent to me coming from Mogotsi, if I have some recollection of them. Now, I wouldn't have responded to both, and I think I never responded to both, simply because I didn't quite understand what he was referring to in the first one, talking about judgment and all of those. And it wasn't, or it wouldn't have been for the first time that Mogotsi would send to you something that you wouldn't understand. Unless you sat down and so he sent that, and I looked at that, and I didn't have quite a good understanding of what he was talking about. But I didn't inquire, I didn't follow up. I took it as one of the messages that he would send to you, and you would know what they are referring to. On the second one, although you have made them disappear, first message, I do remember, well, that those messages that he sent to me, I think I do have a recollection of me receiving them. But I didn't know what he was referring to in those messages either. If you could play them again, just to see message 1, 2, 3. I had no collection of what he was talking about, and I don't think I went back to him to inquire, what is it? What is this thing that you are talking about? It's the same as the message that was referred to by General Mkhwanazi of Mogotsi, talking about me arriving in Lusikisiki, because I had not informed Mogotsi, and I don't think there's any staff member who had informed him. And when General Mkhwanazi made mention of this, I thought that somewhere Brown Mogotsi must have been sitting at home, looking at TV, seeing me alighting from the car, because it was played live. And he types a message to General Mkhwanazi to say, Minister is arriving, and General Mkhwanazi thinks that he is in Lusikisiki. I don't remember whatsoever